Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Obduction. Let's continue. So we keep destroying these, or these are already destroyed. But we found a new area and it just walks us right through a teleporter that will take us into a new area. On the other side, here's some of those aliens. Those are the only aliens we've seen so far that seem to actually be on this planet, so little flying beetles. There's a lot of barrels, a lot of pallets, what can only be described as a whale. There's my white whale. Now, every time we walk through the edge, we teleport to another side, and the point of that, I imagine, is to limit our travel. Seems like we're gonna do some other swapping and other changes later. Either this is exit only or there's something more to it. I suppose all of this stuff could just be from the Unreal Asset library, Unreal Store. That they could have just licensed all of this and not created it from scratch. Doesn't really benefit Cyan if they're gonna make another Myst game to have like tires and rails, unless they plan on doing something very different than with a new Myst game. This looks like a elevator to that area, which would unlock the area. Good. This is also the other side of a doorway, which we deal with before. Now it is open. Haven't had to take a picture in a while. Unless these numbers matter. And if they do matter, we're doomed. If that's the case, I don't think the game is going to be that difficult or that crazy, honestly. This seems like it's more interested in creating an environment and maybe telling a tale than having just a puzzle. Let's read this. New arrival inventory check-in. So this is all the items that would have appeared. I guess that's the idea. And I guess now, because I can go through a loop if I need to turn around, this is the place to go. Okay, that worked. Down we go. They've locked me into place, so I can't jump off and hurt myself. It's just... It would be possible to set Myst in the Earth. Like, that would be within canon. If you were to make a new game and really focus on Earth. But it would probably also kill the general concept of a Myst game. Because the worlds you visit in Myst are supposed to be fantastical puzzle planet's not boring, full of junk. And because this world is so full of junk, it's hard to figure out what's important and what isn't until you've seen like 2 blue barrels, and then you either assume that you need to know where all the blue barrels are, or you don't need to know where any of them are. I'm assuming you don't know any of them are. Either. Let's. So we saw that list of items, and if we want the downtown charged, whatever, how do they grow? Let's see. This on this side, everything, and it doesn't seem like I can take few. I need. So I think I've powered everything, and that's what I think CW wanted. So he should be happy. Hopefully he's not the bad guy. It kind of would make no sense and just be ridiculous if one action ended your whole game play. It'd make a lot more sense if by me turning on the power I moved the story along, and the story would always play out the same way. Game like this. This garage. And if these are Unreal assets that they purchased, they picture of all of these just in case we need it. Spent too much of their Kickstarter money, honestly. This is too much. This is I would call it a experiment in seeing how many objects you can have in an Unreal environment before the entire thing just falls apart and crashes. Okay. Double call 155 help you. Can help. And Mula Cola. You see there's this robot, and enter. 5. Oh, I see what we're trying to do. So, photos. Taking a lot of photos. This one doesn't look quite right. Photos. This one, I think. Oh, and that is so dark. Seriously, game. Um, sure. Enter. So that starts with this. I would doing this for 555 help 435 7968, and it could be any of these two. 4153 blue CLU 287. Like, unless we found a book or something. Like that book. So badly. Like, and I bet there is something to this. But I would take forever to figure it out. No no backspace or anything. You've gotta know the whole code. And you gotta know what you're doing and why. A world where I became alive in a wild. Your child and your a manhole. This is the control panel that the Billion have supplied for our use. Although they are able to control their systems via vocalizations, they have provided these control panels for other species who have limited limited access and control. If you have trouble, please find Josh for help. Is that what that said? Remember, the Valerian number system is base 4. Drag one blob to another to form the Valerian digits. Drag between blows to disconnect. The standard panel has 5 digits, but single digit panels are also used. use only first digit to simulate one digit panel. All panels will autocorrect for invalid entry. And see, if you can't flip it, you can't flip it at all. And we know, I guess, sort of what their numbers are now. If the first one is 1, and then the second one down is 2, or let's say the first one is 1, and then the one to the right of that is 2. Still could take forever. One should be involved. I think 8 should be involved. I think 7 should be involved. And try 7 and 8 to start with. What does it even matter? Without a cursor, I'm... So 3 digits are wrong. Right. 3 digits actually work pretty well. Then you could try something with a 3-digit number. $965, we could try that. But again, keep messing with it, I suppose. If I hit enter again, touch. This somehow worked. That'd be crazy. Alright, well, good news is we got this area cleared. Bad news is there's tons of 4-digit numbers and not a lot of 3-digit. If I come this direction, there's an indicator that this should be gone. That kind of makes sense. Not. I suppose now that you can get back into the house with the white picket fence and come back this way and see the symbol you're supposed to be doing. If perhaps getting it a little bit better lit would help anything. The music just plays in certain spaces. Even in this instance, I feel like Gone Home and The Witness both probably had a better system for playing music and then letting the full song play and fading down for a couple of minutes, fading back up. This is clearly based on where you're standing. And we now know that these sections matter and they're really important. Useful. Because they teleport you to a new area. Fortunate. Can't cross. Why you can't cross across is a little weird, but whatever. This walks you up. Now we are on top of this mountain. Got a completely different device now. And it's bringing a tiny little sphere from a different I guess the eternal question for a game like this is, how long can I continue to enjoy wandering around? Because Myst 1, honestly, the only thing that pushes the story forward or even does a little bit of story is when you collect the main collectibles in the game. And the majority of the important story happens right at the end. Because all the rest of the story really is just telling you to continue doing what you're doing. So, like, if this wall was missing, that would be kind of helpful. Let us cross over. Seriously? Trying to see if I can activate this door, but it's not working. We have a 3-digit number again. And very odd. Very, very odd that they're so heavily relying on these 3-digit numbers. They're gonna prove to be overly important, I think. We were already running. I wish the game had a super run. Now. Go through here. I need this. Did that close? Came there. It's still just that edge. Down this. Seems like if you follow any path far enough, you're going to either hit a blocking element or a shortcut element. This isn't terrible as far as game. Where I going down a different. No, this is where it came from. I feel like the path split it. It didn't. There's a lot of walking. Is this just a walking simulator? Not completely. It does have puzzles in it. I wonder if these spheres rotate. What did I just do? I didn't expect to see this effect ever. Again. We just teleported ourselves to a whole new land. See, that's what I was expecting. That's definitely what I was expecting, is that we were going to start down a path of going to different places and doing different things and putting things back where they belong. And I guess this piece of technology is part of the swapping. And so the seeds, I don't know. Deal with this. So in Myst there was a mechanical age, and this certainly feels like the mechanical age. It's a world where you're going to have more mechanical things happen. Wonder if that was necessary or wise even. Well, I can't see through the smog and the smoke to see if we're on the other planet or if we're on a completely different planet. But we're in a totally different place. We can see just in the corner there, there's another one of those creatures, and I think this is probably their homeworld. That's gonna be it for this recording, and it's a really good point for me to take a break too. So the main area still does feel like it's got at least 4 or 5 puzzles in it, and we still need to talk to CW, but maybe we are doing a good job by not talking to CW. I don't inherently trust him just because of the way things turned out in the previous Myst games. I guess that's a spoiler for a very old game. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.